Hello everyone, and welcome to Champions Battle Left Summit in the Crucible. Today is the second run, we'll see what's gonna happen. And yeah, first we have Speed Shaft at Plateau. Plateau, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Wait. Arrow is 6, I'll sweat to turn off the radio. Is it? Yeah, it is. I can see by the way I'm turning. Oh, it's like the same track. Come on. Where does it come from? I hit the speed trap perfectly and then I get killed. And it doesn't count. Come on. And now it wasn't even that good because of the break. I did the freeze. It took me like probably like 2 hours to do it, but I got it eventually. I'm very glad. However, someone still cheated. This account still cheated, and that was not nice. Because I don't do that now. Next we have Slalom at the Giants. It's hard to do this one right. Wait, I just did that. What am I doing? I just freaking did that. Manual. Next we have Escape at Jackson Hole Valley. It's correct, okay. It's correct, but arrow 5, not freaking 6. I can't drive with 6. Okay, go. I'll do freeze at the end, by the way. that sucked. Anyway, today a new burger appeared where I work. Big Arch. Or some people say Big Arc. Or Big Arch. I'm sure you know this meme from the internet of a McDonald's CEO taking like a bite like a 5-year-old and just saying that some burger is a product. It's that burger. It tastes a little bit like Big Mac. Well, it tastes actually a lot like Big Mac, but obviously the meat is, you know, thicker as well as you. What the hell? I have never driven off that before. I always wall ride that. I have never driven through that. What? The hell? I mean, it has some extra elements. I'm pretty sure it's a lot calorie. It's also a lot more expensive. So, something I'm gonna be really taking much. Just because of how expensive and caloric it is. It has like so much stuff. So much. Oh my! Just focus on the road. Come on. I crashed twice already. Like once I pass Chicago, I should be safe, as you know. I get there first. I will get through it still. I am not gonna make it. I crashed too many times. Or I will, because I'm having somewhat insanely good turn. Wow, that was like the smoothest turn I ever had here. That was actually insane. There was like no way I'm gonna make it. And I was like, huh? Really? It turned so quickly. Like I didn't even hit a wall. I didn't spin out. Crazy. Freaking crazy. I'll just see if the freeze at the end's gonna come out well and if I so far clean. And I redeemed myself. I had a terrible start, and now I'm freaking going flawless somewhere. But of course, don't mention it yet, because remember, the traffic is gonna get a lot worse in a second. Why? Just respawn me right. Why does it respawn me the same place where I pushed the button? That doesn't make sense. It didn't even respawn me facing the road. Okay, and I'm hitting Nitro on this straight. As soon as I'm like safely out of the range of vehicles. And I press freeze, okay. Press Xbox button for this. Okay. It was an interesting summit. Pretty difficult for a change. But I guess it's what the people have been waiting for. But I like when it doesn't take long, or at least it has like a nice interesting escape. This escape is interesting, and that's what I like. The freeze isn't long, you only get to about 100 kilometers and that's where you have to unfreeze. It should be appearing. There we go. Out, 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 out. I'm not scared. I'm not going to use the nitro here. More like in the end. Kinda messed up the end there. He said PP though. I think it's because of the clean run that I had past Chicago. It was very close, but I'm glad I got it. Ha! I beat a bike flyer. Nice. That's all I wanted. This year's touring car race, exclusive for Spyker C8 La Violette GT2R at US Peter City, Chicago.
Here we are today in the Windy City on the southwest bank of Lake Michigan on an absolutely gorgeous race day afternoon. Many thanks to the mayor of Chicago for agreeing to host us today. And best of luck to our drivers as they kick off this last race of the USST season. Coming up full throttle on turn 1 now, and the site of the famous 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Looks like we're coming in pretty fast towards a hairpin turn just up ahead. And that brings us to the end of this last race of the U.S. Speed Tour. What an amazing series of races this has been for our drivers and for everyone watching at home. We'll be back in a few months.
Wait,
with
is it just me
something
or is it
new
recording at
and
60
very
FPS?
Special. So keep your eye on.
No, but it
Motorlist,
kind of looked like it.
And I'll see you soon.
I was surprised because I don't even know if this phone has an option to record in 60 FPS. My previous one did, but I didn't use it because you'd be like, you wouldn't be like a full screen. You'd have it squeezed a little bit. That's not what I wanted. I wanted, when I'm recording, I wanted full screen, not squish in like, I don't know, 60. I don't remember the resolution size. Not 4:3. It's a different one, I think. Anyway. Where did I check the legal one? Not sure, but now I did. Next, we have Alpha Grand Prix segment for Polo Concept Motorsport at US Speed Tour Series Into the Deep.
A bit more about the amazing engineering effort behind these courses. Construction began over 5 years ago on a special permit granted by the 4 states that control the lake bed: Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Michigan itself. Coming up on a particularly steep ascent. I don't think I've ever seen cars drive at quite that angle before. up must come down. Wow, that must be one heck of a good time being in the driver's seat right now.
Nice run. If I say so myself, that was a very nice run. I tried to make it as good as possible. And it's a P. And is it a record still or no? Because I had a record. Ah, no. But I had a record, actually. Nice guy improved by a second, though. I mean, that's still doable, but it's Tuesday and it's late, I'm tired, so... SF Alpha Grand Prix is actually for Ford vehicle at Vertigo. Yes, Peter's CD's next. Just freaking see that track name. In this case, it's Sparrow Edition.
It is no small feat to build a racetrack over a Great Lake, especially when you consider that Lake Michigan can get to over 900 feet deep. The engineering team used the same deep water construction technology seen in the world's most advanced bridges, which means this track can withstand almost anything. Let's see it get some use. Suction zone coming up ahead. Our test drivers had rave things to say about this technology, which offers drivers an almost completely frictionless acceleration boost. Ooh, I can't wait.
Oh, I don't have to print it. I mean, I'll just fix.
A little more about these suction zones. Originally, the engineers were looking at magnetic acceleration, but they settled on a technology that places thousands of tiny computer-controlled vacuum chambers directly onto the track. Don't ask me how it works. All I'll say is, put that on my Christmas list.
see a rally raid race except for Porsche 998 and race into them.
Three, two, one.
Go, go, go! Wasn't too bad. I think that's like very close to APD. It's just the beginning that kind of sucked, but everything else was like pretty much perfect. No idea how to use 2-auto in this car. Like it sucks. It's hard to it's hard to do it. 209 is like really good. Next we have Rally Raid Race at Port Foliage, but I forgot to switch parts. I kind of wish you could do this in a vehicle selection like in Motorfest, but you can't. It wasn't think of, unfortunately. Thankfully the car is close. Right, okay, it's manual. Good. Here we go.
Three, two, one.
I already forgot
Come
the
on,
arms
you
on
can
manual.
do it.
This is why I'm using manual gears, because there's multiple like hills and such where I need to switch to lower gear and automatic doesn't want to do it. And it's slower because of that. Turn. No, not this way. I didn't even turn right a single time. I didn't even press the stick right. What happened? Come on.
1.
Faster, faster! Seriously, go faster!
What? I didn't turn there. Come on. Get on the rock.
3.
How the hell did I do this first try on? First try. At least the next race is pretty
You got
relaxing.
this! You're a rock star!
Oh wow, that kind of boosted me. Nice. I didn't do it intentionally. Perfect. Nice. I didn't even have to shift down. Sorry. Just finish well, please. Yes! I had to kind of brake to not hit a tree, but nice. I got it. Nice, it's almost a second lead. Nice. I just knew that when I had the shortcut that perfect, it had to go well. It had to be like sub 140. It wasn't sub 140, but still, that was a very, very nice attempt. I love that. And as we have Rallycross versus Street Race Race, and I'm gonna be in Rallycross car, and it's gonna be at Canyon by night. I didn't use any substream, but if you have a friend that could help you here, I recommend getting him on.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sending happy winning thoughts.
So bass you can't even hear honking. Okay. That was nice. Like I said, it was a little more relaxing than Hopeful Ash. So I currently have 1,880,938 points. And I'm 5th. Yeah, I'm just 104 points from Speed Racer. Anyway. Next we have Mercedes Addict, Off-Road Salon, Speed Trap, Escape, Touring Car Recycled for Mercedes AMG C63 Touring Car, and I think that's serial jumpers? Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's serial jumpers. Then Rally Raid Race, excellent for Mercedes-Benz X-Class, the X-Class race. Street Race, Touring Car Race, excellent for Mercedes Omnihout Coupe W196, and I think that's on back to the old roots, I think. Street Race and Rallycross vs Railway Race. I'm going to be Rallycross part. There's going to be April Fool's Opening, Urban Gem, and then Dominion Kings. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.